Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday today. It is freezing in Chicago. We had a lot of snow, and it has been cold, man. It has been freezing cold, like negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit weather. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been posting the screenshot on my car of the temperature. So that's been fun lately, showing you guys how cold it's been here. But I've survived the cold weather. I haven't gotten the flu yet, or I haven't gotten sick yet from it. So that's always good. But I'm here today to talk about the team of the year because it's been the most requested video throughout this week. Everyone wants to know about the market crash, how to invest, when to spend their FIFA points and all that good stuff, or when to even buy a team of the year player. Now, if you're new to Ultimate Team, you probably know by now, Team of the Year is a time where EA releases the top 11 players in the world that are selected by FIFA, I believe, or UEFA, one of the two organizations. They release the top 11 players, they get an award for it, and then it is released on Ultimate Team in sections. So first they're going to release the goalkeeper with the defenders, then they're going to release the midfielders for 3 days, and then on the last day then they're going to release the forwards, and then on one day, I believe, they release all of them in packs at once. So what you want to do is, if you plan on opening a lot of packs, unless you're a YouTuber, which I know YouTubers are going to be opening up a lot of packs on each and every day, but if you're not and you just want to go ahead and get the most bang for your buck, the best thing to do is open packs on the last day, because you get an increased chance of getting a player since all of them are in the same packs. And also, the prices generally do drop on the defenders as time goes on. A lot of people don't really, it starts off really high for the defenders. Sometimes, in some cases, it goes up. Like last year, Sergio Ramos, I believe, went up in price after the defenders were out of packs for a couple of days. But then usually by the time team of the season comes around, it's going to be the same thing again. You're going to have a market crash and all that good stuff. So let's first talk about what's going to happen to the market. So the market will crash, and if you haven't sold your team yet, you're going to be in a lot of trouble because you're going to lose a lot of coins. I believe on Monday or tomorrow, one of the 2 days, I believe it's on Monday, they're going to be releasing the defenders and the goalkeeper on Ultimate Team for you to be able to get in packs. And they're going to be in packs for a few days only. Then they're going to be out of packs. And during that time, people are going to be opening packs like crazy. And when that happens, there's going to be a market overload. Every single player on the market will probably decrease in price. Not really sure about informs. Last year, I believe informs held their price pretty well. So if you have an inform, you can hold on to it. No need to sell it. But if you have just a normal rated gold card, you most likely should sell it because they will decrease in currency, and then you can just go ahead and rebuy it during that time. If you're not interested in Team of the Year and you're just interested in saving some coins, just sell off your team and rebuy it on the last day of Team of the Year. That's the best time to buy it. Now, if you're an investor, a good time to invest in players is during Team of the Year, because as soon as they're out of packs, a few weeks later, the market kind of goes up again. And while that happens, you can end up making some decent profits. So if you have a lot of coins saved up, just go ahead and start investing in some of your favorite players. It doesn't have to be a specific player. Just end up investing in some players. They're going to be plummeting like crazy and eventually will recover, and you'll be able to make a decent amount of profit. Now, if you are a baller on Ultimate Team and if you got a lot of coins, think about buying a Team of the Year player. There's two things that you can do with a Team of the Year player. Obviously, you can use them on your team and make a team around them. And you can also hold on to them until a later date and then sell them off. A lot of the times what happens with Team of the Year players, if they're not in Team of the Season, they end up going up in value because that version of the card of them is the only one available in Team of the Year. Like, there's a lot of times where, because a lot of the players are in the La Liga, to be honest with you, in Team of the Year. Obviously, you got Ronaldo, you've got Messi. Most likely, there's going to be a Sergio Ramos, and then Iniesta's probably going to be as one of the midfielders. So there's a lot of La Liga players, and usually La Liga players that you invest in tend to go up in price during Team of the Season because there's different Team of the Season players from Team of the Year, if that makes sense. I know that might be a little bit confusing, but if I'm going to go ahead and invest in a player, I'm going to invest in a player that most likely may not be in Team of the Season. So keep that in mind. That's probably the route I'm going to go, because if Team of the Season comes out which is later on in a few months. That is picked by the community. Keep that in mind. This is not picked by the community. This is a set 11 by FIFA or UEFA that's released on Ultimate Team. The other one, Team of the Season, is picked by us. So they release where we get to vote. They release like a thread on the EA forums, and we get to vote who gets into the Team of the Season. So that's pretty much a summary right there. You got to either invest in a player if you have a lot of coins, or sell your team and invest in Team of the Year if you have a lot of coins, and sell your teams and invest in normal players if you don't have a lot of coins and you want to make a profit. Now, that's pretty much it for as far as the market crash. The market will crash. It's going to plummet like crazy. It's a great time on Ultimate Team because it gets to rejuvenate a lot of people who, have been kind of seeing the same thing over and over. It's kind of nice to see things like this. Now, these cards are pretty expensive, guys. They can go from anywhere from a few million to 500, 400,000. Generally, the defenders are the cheapest, and I usually like picking up a defender or two just because they're pretty fun to play with, since they've got some crazy stats. I'm hoping to get my hands on a Sergio Ramos because I'm sure he's going to be one of the center backs there. Now, for who I think is not, so far, I know Neuer is going to definitely be in. I don't think there's a better goalkeeper that can take his spot for one of the best 11 or for one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. He obviously got a World Cup under his belt, and he's been just playing amazing. What can I say? But as far as the forwards, obviously we've got Ronaldo, we've got Messi. Those two are a lock. Who's going to be the striker? I don't really know, man. A lot of people are saying Suarez, but at the same time, he was banned for 4 months. So in my opinion, I think it's going to be Thomas Muller. I mean, I don't really know who else can go there other than possibly Sergio Kun Agüero is another one. Maybe Bale. I really don't know. It's a toss-up. There's a lot of people who you can put up there. The reason why I put Robben as a midfielder is because last year Ribéry was actually put as a midfielder as well. So I think he's going to make it there as one of the midfielders, and then one of the forwards. It's really tough, man. I don't think it's going to be Suarez, though, because of that 4-month ban and everything, the biting incident and all of that happened. So it's going to be tough, but I'm excited to see who it's going to be. And definitely excited for the Team of the Year this year. The past few years, it's all been La Liga, La Liga, La Liga. This year, I feel there's going to be a little bit of diversity, and hopefully we get some pretty neat players, and I'm hoping to bring you guys some reviews of the players if I can get my hands on them and go from there. So with that said, guys, I hope this helped out a little bit. If you have any specific questions for me, I will make another video. If you guys leave the questions in the comment section below, and I'll cover them hopefully later today or tomorrow. And with that said, guys, I'll see you really soon.